Welcome back. All right, as promised, we're gonna look at this first aid kit that Trailblazer sent us. All right, so it does have a carabiner which locks around the zippers, which will help keep it closed, so it's not gonna pop open when you don't want it to. All right, so we're gonna start by getting that open here. Okay, so let's get this opened up. It does have it is a firm, sturdy foam container, which is very nice. All right, as we do notice here, it does have compartmentalized. So let's start up here at the top. So first up here, we do have some Band-Aids. They call these, this is a 56-piece assorted waterproof plasters, but they're Band-Aids. So it does have 10 fingertip, 2 knee and elbow, 20/40 by 10 millimeter, 20/72 by 19 millimeter, then 2 for knuckles and 2 for fingertips. So pretty good assortment. And if you do remember, this one here, the MSRP is $19.99. The little itty bitty pouch that we got, which is Trailblazer, was $9.99. So, and that's already more Band-Aids than what we got in that. So continuing on, we do have some Q-tip applicators. So there's not much in here you would need these for, but like if you were to add like some bacitracin or something to this, those would be very helpful. Moving on, we do have a roll of gauze. This is 2 inches by 5 yards. So this can be used to wrap things up, of course. So, all right, next we do have a safety emergency whistle. So if you are lost, you can use this whistle, then they can find you. And of course, if someone is hurt and you've administered first aid, and you do want to be found, that can be very, very, very helpful. We do have a pair of tweezers here. So those are good for getting out, splinters, certain stingers. You could probably use those very carefully to remove ticks if that's an issue. So, and then here we have 10 safety pins. All right, so that's up here in this first quadrant. Now moving over here, get this stuff out, and we have 2, 4, 6, 8 cleansing wipes, which are alcohol free. So you've got 8 alcohol free cleansing wipes. You then have 20 alcohol pads. There are 4 sting relief pads, sting relief prep pads. So 4 of those, 20 alcohol pads, and then 8 of the alcohol-free pads. So lots of things in this kit where you can clean the area up before you put a Band-Aid or a bandage on, which is pretty good. That's actually a pretty decent amount considering a lot of kits that I've seen. They won't have that many alcohol pads. So. Okay, moving on, we do have one 4-inch by 4-inch 0.12 ply gauze pad. So we get one large sterile pad, and then we have 2 3x3 sterile pad, no, 3 3x3 sterile pads, so slightly smaller. And then finally we have 6 2-inch by 2-inch sterile pads. So after you've cleaned up the area, you need to cover it up, slap those pads on there. That way you can keep your wounds clean and free of debris. All right, get those put back in there, and then we'll move on to the next compartment. So after so far looking at it, at first glance, when you consider the MSRP of the little itty bitty one and the MSRP of this one is clearly it's a lot better, because that little one was only like what 17 pieces or something like that. So all right, moving on to the next one, we do have 2 pairs of gloves. So those are good. They are vinyl gloves. They're single use only, but if you're in a pinch, you'll use them. We do have 1 triangular bandage with 2 additional safety pins, so that's a total of 12 safety pins. And of course, the triangular bandage It's 36 inches by 36 inches by 51 inches. So it comes out pretty big, so you can use that for a lot of different uses. We do have a single-use cold pack. Of course, once you use that, it's good as done. And we do have a pair of the medical shears. Now we have gotten a couple larger pair in the box, but this is a, from the looks of it, I'm not gonna try cutting a penny with this or anything, but from the looks of it, this one is pretty straight. It cuts nicely, so that's a decent pair of scissors right there. And last but not least, in this second compartment, we have 2 rolls of tape. So after you put the gauze pad, you sanitize your area, you put your gauze pad on, you tape it down with the medical tape. So far, we're getting everything we need to treat some not serious wounds, but some semi-major wounds. So now to really have a good, well-rounded kit, there would still be a few things we would need to add to this, but we'll go into that later. And then last but not least, we do have one 5-inch by 9-inch sterile, extra absorbent abdominal pad. They call it something different in there, but I think that's what the ABD stands for. But it's just a large pad. This is a large sterile gauze pad. So that's for like your major wounds. And I'm actually kind of impressed because most first aid kits don't come with a pad that large. So there's only one, but, and then it does come with this. It does come with the Trailblazer little first aid guide. What to do for choking, poisoning, shock, bleeding, burns and scalds, fractures and breaks. I don't know how well I would use all that. I'll read through it. Let's see here. Let's go with shock. It's simple. Lay person down, maintain Bose temperature. I guess they should have spell checked that. But so maintain your body temperature, keep them calm and reassured, and call 911. Yeah, there's a little bit more to it, treating shock, that goes into that. That when we were in the Army, we're doing CLS. There's a little bit more to treating shock. You do want to, but that's not horrible. But a lot of these little things are just for like very, very basic. If you have like any type of medical knowledge at all, you know that these things are very lacking. On the back, it does have emergency contact information, emergency medical information. You can write in. You've got like your home number, your work number, some numbers for emergency contacts, doctor, hospital. That's, I mean, I guess if you're going to put that in here, I guess that's kind of important. Let's see here. Personal safety. Remember setup when it comes to personal safety. And then we do have the first aid kit includes. So there's a list of everything that we already went through. So all in all, I think that for the MSRP, I mean, yeah, you could probably find something of equal or similar value at like Walmart or something. So all in all, I don't think that this is horrible. There is a lot of good, useful first aid stuff in here, and not just your usual typical, because a lot of times if you get like those little first aid kits, just like in those pouches, what are you getting? You're getting Band-Aids, maybe a few alcohol pads. This one does come with a lot of Band-Aids, a lot of alcohol pads. It comes with some gauze pads, tape. It comes with a cold pack. So this one here, I think that if you look at the price of their other one, the little Trailblazer one for $9.99, for $10 more, you're probably getting about 3 times as much stuff. So, but yeah, there we go. So that's what came in the Trailblazer First Aid Kit. So there you go.